Alright guys, we're back, and hopefully the stream quality is a lot better. Let me know. I didn't realize the stream quality was set to so low. It should be quite a bit better now. I set the bitrate up to 8,000 instead of 4,000, so the stream quality should be quite a bit higher. But either way, you guys can let me know what you think of the stream quality. Yeah, it definitely looks better. Alright. Let me send Cody the platoon. There you go. I'm early. Hello, Hannah. Nice to see you on the stream again. Hannah, you're stalking me now. Alright, guys. What tank should I do in boss mode? What tank should I do in boss mode? Okay. Nobody asked failure. I'm gonna use Z100 with high DPM. It should be really, really fun. Have you checked out the Ultra Test 3 stream? I have. Indeed, I have. I haven't cared to make a video on it because... a little yawny. I don't think Wargaming actually changed anything in Ultra Test 3, to be honest. I don't think they have. Like, obviously, Ultra Test 2 to Ultra Test 3 is different, but in terms of the information that I've been sharing on the channel over the past couple months, I don't really see any changes in Ultra Test 3. So I think I'm just going to wait for Ultra Test 3 to come out, and then I will make a video on it. That's probably what I'm going to do. Because, as I said, for now, it just doesn't seem like much has really changed on Ultra Test 3. Well, how's the quality look, guys? Is it better? I definitely upped the stream quality quite a bit. I doubled the bitrate. I didn't realize the bitrate was so low. It was only 4,500. I set it to 8,000. Do you need to keep a fan on to sleep at night? I do. My house is hot at night, but I do live in the desert, so... coming. 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 Oh, no you don't. I just did 11,800 damage. Oh my god, dude. 11,000 damage. What the heck? 11,000 damage. Oh my god. What the heck? Their boss is already cooked, dude. I killed their boss already. Oh my god. Wait, tap me. Oh, I was gonna say tap me. It would have gotten rid of the ability. Well, there goes the T100. I'm gonna head this way. Let's see if I can get over to them for a final bomb before I die. This thing is so stupid. There's that good old reticle lag we all love. Hooah! 16,000 damage in one life. Oh my god. Do I like the Whiska Wika or the Gonk better? I like the Whisk better, just because it's a little more mobile. I got 5 kills, guys. And one of those kills was the boss. So technically I have 10 kills to my name right now. Face cam is not? What's wrong with the face cam? You said, what, the quality of the face cam isn't very good? Weird. It looks fine on my stream. Okay. Bruh. That 183 Hesh penned me. Can I move? Oh my god, dude. Welcome to Blitz. I told you guys, gravity is the easiest way to remove any... Okay. I told you guys, gravity is the easiest way to remove any fun in Blitz. It really is. There's no... I mean, I don't care. I'm trying to die anyway, because I don't want this ability. But gravity... Look, 3 tanks of gravity here, dude. 3 of them. As I said, gravity is easily the biggest way to remove any fun in this game. Your face is blurry. Well, I'm not sure why that would be the case. It looks fine here. I mean, I can up the quality of the face cam. I do see what you mean. I'll clean the camera. Yeah, it's a little blurry on my thing. I'll clean it in a bit. I mean, the good news is it's not too big of a deal if my face is blurry. VK better. The VK is not better than the 100. I'm sorry. The VK doesn't have 2,900 DPM. And having that much DPM on a super heavy is insane. Is the camera lens dirty? Yeah, I don't know. I don't know. But we will find out in a moment. Bonk. Well, it didn't pen, but we still are taking off a pretty solid amount of damage from that Kron. I'll just fire standard. That'll kill him anyway. Leave the enemy 100 over here, which I take 600 off of with the first shot. And we're going to aim it on their lower plate again, which I take another 600 off of. And, yeah, I'm pretty sure that this E100 is cooked already. There you go. Yeah, no, this tank is insane with this ability. I'm telling you guys, having less than a 10-second reload for 460 damage per shot at this tier is just wild. Okay, well, we got the enemy who's shooting at me. Here's what I'm going to do. I'm going to shoot the Kron again. We're going to move over this way so that I can't get hit by the Gonk. Nice chunker into that Kron. And we're going to angle, get a clearing shell into the Kron. And then we have the Gonk right over here, which I'm going to drive and aim it on the lower plate of for 519. That's also going to bleed out the Gonk. And if we get one more pen, they're dead. We're up to 28,000 damage, guys. There you go. 776 into the 100. It's quite a lot of damage. Aw, dang, that one missed. We got the 57 heavy over here, which I get a pen into. Not a crazy amount of damage. There you go. Nice shot. Backing up. There you go. Hit the 57 again, which is going to damage him some more. There you go. 664 into the standard B. Let's move up a little bit. Let's keep on going. And let's start shooting the 100 as much as possible. I'm just going to ram him as well. There you go. Let's see if we can get one more pen in. There you go. 676. 34,000 damage dealt. Is that a lot? I'm going to assume that 34,000 damage is an insane amount. What's the most you guys have ever done as non-boss? I definitely did more than our mouse. There's no way that the mouse did more than 34,198 damage. There's just no way. Look at that, dude. How's that? I did 3 times the mouse's damage. How's that? Alright, so let me see. Is my camera blurry? It doesn't look blurry for me. Let me look on the stream. It looks fine for me. I don't know. Is it just this? I don't know. The stream quality still looks a little bit eh. Yeah, I don't know. It's whatever. Whatever, guys. We'll leave it the way it is. It's fine on my end. Like, I don't know why on the stream quality it looks bad. How many credits did we earn? That's it, 177,000 damage for that much? Alright. I'll do one more boss mode game with you, Cody, and then we can do some pubs. Just because the only problem with boss mode games is they take forever. Let me try an absolutely terrible idea. But here, I'll clean the camera off. I think it's totally fine, but I'll clean it off anyway. There. Should be totally clean now. Yeah, it's fine on my end, so we'll see. What is your max credit you've gotten on boss mode? I've earned maybe I've earned over 1 million. I think the most I've earned is 500k, but I think I've earned more. Okay. It's not blurry. It's not blurry for me, so I don't know. That's better. I don't know. Move out of my way, you poobs. Bro, they have a 183 as boss, and we have a Type 71 who might be AFK. Ah, truly amazing. Oh, no, our type just took 8 years to, I guess, type my name. Ah, yes, the best gravity ever. Camera's much better? Oh. Didn't pen him, but we didn't really need to. Okay. I'm just gonna shoot the Fosh and back up. Okay. It's fine. We're getting slight bleeds. I don't need to pen the enemy to deal damage with Catalyst, so I'm just kind of tapping them. It is funny how I was spotted that far away, though, when you realize how bad this thing's camo is. Our Type 71 might be quitting the game already. I can't believe that missed. Alright, reloading. I gotta head out. I'm going to grind boss for 50B. Alright, have fun. Yeah, our type may have thrown his game there. When I say may, he did. I don't know why he YOLO'd. Retreat and heal? Yeah, I think that window has passed. Oh, dang. I'm curious if black is a verb search. What? I don't even know what that means. I really don't. Do we English? No, you're not bombing me, dude. Not today. What is your teammates doing? I'm not sure. I'm up to 3,000. I'm definitely not going to deal as much as like the 100. This tank just doesn't have the damage output. Oh, I don't want him to see my hull. There you go. Try that spot there. That's the problem with gravity when you're at lower levels is you don't really do anything. You know, like the gravity just doesn't push people enough. I wonder if that right there... Oh, it does count as an object. Yep, you can gravity that. I don't know why that badger took so long to shoot. English, not Latin better? Yes. Piggy dooby doobaba. Imagine getting spun. No, that was never gonna hit. Here's what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna wait for the enemy to hopefully... I think I can hit that right there. Yeah, I can. But again, the gravity doesn't do anything. But that's like the highest point here. This chat is so gay. Yeah, it kind of is. Okay. There you go. Oh, not dead yet. I'm not dead yet. I'm gonna do that gravity up there. There you go. That's what I was looking for when it comes to gravity. That was the first time I was able to get a proper good gravity trap out. The whole point of gravity isn't necessarily for you to deal damage, it's for you to support your team. Okay, that's fine. I don't want gravity anymore. Alright, and here we are. Alright, guys, we're going in. These guys are about to get mega bombed. Here we go. You're gonna die. Get out of my way. Well, not bad. This is how I feel the Waffenträger should normally drive. Come here, Beezy. Alright, gravity trap again. I kind of forgot how to mod backgrounds. Can you help me after the match? Do I know you? Eris. I feel like that's a name I've seen before. Bro, what's the point of gravity if it doesn't do anything? Fosh 155? Do I play in the Fosh? Yeah, I'm at like a third of the damage I was in the 100. This tank is just... It's just so much worse. In terms of capabilities, I'm going to give the Waffenträger a solid, like, 5. There you go. Oh, I'm sorry. Are you trying to get to me? Oh, that's cute. That's cute. I already know this Type 71's trying to tunnel me. You know what? Let's go. There's one shot. Oh, I'm dead. Oh, I'm not dead. El Bozo! There you go. Have fun, you goobers and goonettes. Oh, yeah. Up you go, 183. Down you go. I'm doing okay now with the gravities. I'm getting these traps out, and they're doing it pretty good. There you go. We got the 183 cleared. Type really wants my nuts. Bro was mad at me. I don't think we're gonna win this one unless our team manages to pick up 2 kills. It's possible our Type 71 is over there. Alright, I'm heading in. Off our 907. Move! 50B. Frickin' bozo. There you go. There's 1 kill. And... Aw, we won! We won! We actually won. No, not nearly as good as the other game. I did okay, but you can definitely see how much more useless the Waffenträger is. The damage per minute just isn't... It's just not a good tank for boss mode. Unless you get boss. If you're boss, it's probably really good, but I've never gotten boss. Alright, we're swapping the pubs. Give me some tank suggestions, guys. Give me some suggestions. Do the Pharaoh? T-77. I'll do the Pharaoh. As always, if you guys want to see specific tanks played, donations are not required, but we will get that donation goal filled up. What day is today? This weekend we're going to do the Rammer stream. So tomorrow we're going to do the 10-hour Rammer stream. Okay. Lupus. Lupus is nice. I can't be on tomorrow because I'm Jewish. Huh? Is it like the what's the thing called where you're not allowed to use electronics till a certain time? I always forget. Do it on Sunday. That sounds like a skill issue. Yeah, Shabos. 10 hour of Rammer. Yeah. You'd like that, wouldn't you, Hannah? Ha 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 ha. Okay. Here we go. I'm gonna go town. R35. What? Can't do it on a Sunday. He has to go to church. I don't go to church. I hate to tell you. Why not the Forgotten Glacier next? Sure, I'll do the Glacier. It's a fun tank. I actually like it a lot. I'm waiting for Wargaming to release the KV Junior so I can get those tanks on my main account. There's 327. There's 324. And there's 382. We just did 1,033 to that FE201.
Failure on Blitz 2 donated $5 through Super Chat. Please do the stream on Sunday. Also play Rhino.
I'll do the stream on Sunday if you do $5 more. How's that? Because then I have to rearrange my whole schedule for one person. There you go. Well, we're doing okay so far. Oh, great. Of course, I run into the Contracaro. Okay, that guy's gone. There's 1, 2. Nice. As we can see, the gun on this tank is quite solid. STPM is on the lower end, but because of the fact it's an autoloader, it still just really deals good damage. There's 1 pen. 2 pens. Okay, that works. I don't think we're going to get any more damage this game, but 2,500 is already a pretty solid amount, to be honest. Oh, come on, let me smash! Dang, dude, I tried. Tiger 2's on the other side of the map.
Here on Blitz 2 donated $7 through Super Chat. I am doing 7 cause I'm nice. Sorry for the inconvenience, King Poobles.
Thank you very much for the donation, Failure. Alright, fine, I'll do it on Sunday. There's 1, 2, loading an HE, 3. That HE almost killed him, it was like 5 health off. Alright, not bad. Not bad at all. Whoever needed help with their background, just let me know. Oh, that's why I wasn't showing them. Okay. Alright, next game. We'll do the Rinocerante. There it is. And then I'll do the Glacier after. Ugh. Do thou type 5th heavy. E really wants the Dracula played. Fine! I'll play in the Dracula for you, you gooby snooby. Pretty chill stream so far. Droodles Blitz providing services now? What? Oh. Smash Droodles? What, you want to smash, Hannah? Don't you still have a boyfriend? Or did you leave him for me? Yes, thus Dracula. Thank you very much, Paper World. I now have $69 in your bank account. Good, you should give me all of it. I'll give you a Jewish prayer. If I move all the way wide, I should be able to get one pen into the 121. And a pen into the Rhino. I can't believe that the XM is camping. I think it's the XM that's camping. I just don't know why you would camp in an XM. Like, yes, it's a tank destroyer, but not all tank destroyers are built equal. There you go, 425. And boom, easy clear. Let's move up on the BZ. Nice, 413. You can definitely see where the Rhino is just so good. Because it doesn't lose DPM on either shell you shoot. There's no downside to just moving up and shooting. And then if we just wait 5 seconds, we'll have our shots for this Progetto. There you go, 414. I obviously have more alpha damage than the Progetto, so I trade 800 and they trade 700. They high-rolled me quite a bit, and I low-rolled them, but we still won the trade. We're obviously a heavy tank, we obviously have more health, so it's not too much of a problem. We're over 3k already as it is. Okay, Jetto left. Nice, easy clear into that guy. Alright, we should be unspotted now, so I'm going to leave. We're going to make our way up to mid-hill. The other thing about the Rhino is that it's really mobile, right? We can see here I'm chilling at 40 kilometers per hour. Droodles is eager? I don't know what that means. I know what the word means. Oh. Oof. Alright, I should be unspotted now. Yes, hello, good sir, in the Progetto. Bye-bye. I'm gonna use this dead Balchation as cover if that XM ever decides to push up. But the first thing we're gonna do is we're gonna move over here and we're gonna see if we can spot him. Oh, there's the XM spotting me through the bush. There's the Vickers. Okay, that's crazy RNG. There you go. There we got one shell loaded. There's 1, 2. There you go. 6,000 damage, and a great example of why the Rhino is so incredibly dumb. Dudes. Dudes. Okay, well that was a pretty good game. Yeah, we even aced it. The Rhino is just so brain dead. Alright, I have to do a game in the Glacier because I said I'd do it, and then we'll move over to the Dracula for E. Let me message Hannah. I'm gonna say goob. There you go, that's all you got. What's the real pen difference between 297 AP and 336 APCR? Is it worth shooting APCR in any situation beyond flat surface? Honestly, no. There's not much of an advantage. I would just shoot AP in 90% of situations you're in. They have 2 mediums. I have a Waffen Tiger. I'm gonna go wide. What tank got a playstyle like the Rhino? VZ55 is kind of similar. The Kron is similar, but the Kron's also different. Now, the thing that I really like about the Glacier is that it features the tracer shell mechanic, which means that when you shoot somebody, it keeps them spotted for 20 seconds. Bum, 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 bum. I don't think they're here. Oh, I am spotted. I take it back. There's something here. There you go. 356 into the mouse tank. There you go. That's a Foch. 415 damage. That's definitely the Foch. And he went right through my turret, too. That's really lame. And he's in that back bush. Alright, well, that guy's dead. Yeah, that Foch, I think he's right there. Unfortunately, I don't know if there's anything I can do about that. Yep. Oh, it's not a Foch. Wow, it's a camping yo. What a loser, dude. Like, actually, what a loser. Dang. Oh, it was the Foch. It was both. Of course, dude. Of course. I was right the first time. What the cringe. Why is their whole team camping there? These are the games that annoy me. Like, they have a camping yo? Really? That's your play? That's the best you can offer this world? What a frickin' bozo. Let's see if I can hit that 50B. Oh, bro, this gun sucks. How am I missing these shots? There you go.
He donated $1.99.
There you go.
KPZ68T.
Alright, that guy's dead. Nice. I'm going to ignore all of that, and we're going to push the rear of these players. Thank you very much for the donation, E. Thank you, Lord Wizard. Oh, okay. Okay. This is what I mean by the Yo is one of the dumbest tier 10s in the game. That armor should not be getting bounces, and yet it is. Happens again. That's crazy. 2 bounces in a row on the side of that freaking Yo. That's so dumb. Like, we're fine. We're doing, you know, plenty of damage this game, everything considered. It's just like... Oh, I might have killed myself. We're good. Those shots shouldn't be bouncing. That's as simple as it is. Like, they shouldn't be. They should not be bouncing, dude. I like the Glacier, but at the same time, its gun can be a little troll, as you witnessed. Okay. 84,000 credits. Waffenträger showcasing why it's still an incredibly stupid tank. What's more annoying, Sheridan or a 183? Probably the Sheridan. Alright, next we have the Dracula. With the Pope Mobile camo. And then we have the E75 TS and Kampfpanzer Project 68. Yo is dumb, overpowered, but usually only bad YOLO rushers or spawn campers drive it. Yeah, that's true. It's just really annoying when you have, like, the side of the... I actually have such a hard time paying the side of the Yo turret. Because, as I said, it's not skill-based. It's just RNG-based. Whether your shell's going to hit a little goofy angle or it's going to penetrate. It's really annoying. What's the best way to get 1-up win rate? I would assume you mean what's the best way to just get better and win more. And I actually recorded a video that I haven't posted yet, but on exactly that question, how to play better. Number one thing, look at the enemy lineup. Look at what tanks you're going to be going up against, right? This game I have 4 mediums up against me. Then you got to look at what exact tanks you're going to be going up against, right? We see the tank destroyer is a Sturmil, so I know that that guy's probably going to be a little bit in the back. I also noticed that they have a bunch of mediums in general. Only one of them is an autoloader, and I outtrade almost all of them. So it means that I can actually play decently aggressive here and bounce the upper plate of an AMX. Okay, dude. There's somebody flanking us. I saw the structures get broken. Ah, there's 2 tanks flanking us. See, now this is where I have to be careful, because they have the AMX miss on the side, but we do have team support, so it should be okay. Nice pen. There you go. I need to fight this ARL. There you go, ARL missed. Bro cooked himself, nice job. I'm gonna track the, or I guess not. It was a perfect shell into the track of the AMX miss, but it didn't actually do anything. Load an HE, nice 260 damage into that player. They back off the hill. Get the easy 8 in front of me, get a nice pen into that player. You can see how I'm taking advantage of this situation, though. There you go. Got the Sherman over here, who's completely oblivious to me until it's too late. Reload again. Leave the Black Prince. The Dracula also has really good gun depression. Oh, there it is. There's the Sturmil. That is by far the most annoying tank on the enemy team we'll have to fight, because that thing has crazy, crazy good alpha damage. 460 damage per shot on a tier 7 tank destroyer. It's enough damage per shot to literally ruin my game. But we are also skilled enough that we can see the roof of his tank, and he can't really see me at all. So we can just chill here, keep shooting the Sturmil on the roof, and kind of ruin his game. There you go, 286 high explosive, and little love tap for the clear. There you go. As we can see, the Dracula is a fantastic tier 7. What do you do if your whole team goes to heavy side on Oasis and you're in a light tank? Well, you got a couple options. The first option is that you can sit a little bit passive on dunes and try and spot the enemy tanks as they cross. Because you're a light tank, you have the mobility to leave. Your second option is to go into your spawn, wait for the enemies to flank, spot them up, and bleed them out. The third option is to just push a little bit behind your heavies and try and deal damage as the game progresses. Alright, E75 TS. There it is. Rhino is brain dead? I agree. The Rhino is one of the more brain dead tier 10s. The damage per minute and overall capabilities the vehicle has is crazy. If you want to get ammo wrecked. Regularly bad. What? What tank? Yagaru. STG next. We can do the STG after I'm done with these two donations. We have to do the E75 TS game I'm playing now, and then I have to do the Kampfpanzer Project 68. Okay. Pretty solid matchup. I'm never going to complain when I get a matchup like this. I wish more games were even tier matches. I do. Because if you think about it, this game is really fair for 5 people and then awful for 2, right? The Goika and T20 are just at a flat disadvantage because they're basically forced to fight almost every single tank being tier 8. I'm going to play some Blitz. Ew. Chieftain is easy to ammo rack. Yeah, I do agree the ammo rack in the front corner of the lower plate is pretty easy to hit. Its driver also dies quite commonly. Thank you. I will start micro-analyzing. Sounds good, Tyler. I mean, you don't need to really analyze too much. Like, for example, this game, we see that they have 2 heavies. They have 2 mediums. Actually, no, 3 mediums and 2 tank destroyers. And the 2 heavies are a Keeler and a Tiger, too. So they're both single shots. They're not scary. So what I'm going to do is I'm actually going to push aggressive here. Even if I do end up running into the heavies, the reason I'm pushing aggressive is because our medium flank is at a disadvantage, as we can see. So I have to push quickly to try and make my way over to the medium flank. Fine, I'm staying. Yes, good. Good girl. I don't know. Alright, we're spotted. It's most likely a tank destroyer, and there it is, the Ag Tiger 88. I don't like matches like this, though. These types of games are really lame when the entire enemy team is on one flank of the map. Okay. Skoda's dead. That's gonna give me time to flank. Our whole team's over here. There you go. Nice. There you go. 297 into the Ag Tiger. As we can see, that player is no longer healthy. And they've kind of screwed themselves at this point. Aiming. There you go. 296. Not able to get another shell into the Ag Tiger. It's fine, though. We're not going to do much damage this game. Unfortunately, it's just one of those battles where the enemy heavies don't go to the heavy side, and it forces you, in your vehicle, to not really be in a situation to do much. Like, yeah, the Tiger over here is just camping. There you go. But yeah, this is a fantastic example of a kind of steamroll game. Bro would rather run into a mill than get shot by an E75 TS. Yeah, good job. Good job, Barask. Wow. Well, I did 2,000 damage, which isn't bad to be fair. And if that Barask had decided to fight me, I probably could have done an additional 600. Should I play the E75 TS like it's an E100 in Tier 8? Yeah, the E75 TS is basically an E100 with the DPM gun. Like, this tank has good damage per minute. If we take a look, it's like 2,400 DPM with rammer. Something like that. Yeah, 2,300. I've always known this tank for having a really nice gun. And the armor is solid, right? It's got good side scraping capabilities due to the spaced armor. In general, it's just a solid heavy. It's nice. Alright, next we have the Kampfpanzer Project 68, which is this tank right here. Let's see how it does. Is the Keeler better than the E70? I think it's actually Kyler. I think that's how it's pronounced. But is it better than the E75 TS? I would say yes. It has more alpha damage. It has the same accuracy. It has maybe a little bit worse upper plate armor, but in return, it's got a much better turret. So overall, I do think that the it's a better tank. Bum, 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 bum. Alright, we're on Desert Sands. Another solid matchup. We have a Skoda T27 Vickers MBT up against us. That's 2 medium tanks. I have a medium tank in my platoon, plus the Barask. That's 3 medium tanks. So we have an advantage on the medium side. Now you have to look at the tank destroyers. What TDs do they have? An SU-130. Okay, so with the SU-130, it is a fairly passive TD. It's possible that it will overlook the medium side. The final thing you have to do is look at the heavies. WZ-110, Tiger 2, Action 1053 TP. Looking at the heavies they have, realistically, the heavies are not going to make their way to the side of the map. So basing off all those assumptions, what we're going to do is we're going to play fairly aggressive here. Of course, the Vickers MBT is just in the most random spot and takes 300 of my health away. But it's whatever. We're going to poke the Vickers, and we'll repay the favor right now. There you go. 388 into your tank, dude. Now, we have to be careful about the Skoda. Alright. Vickers missed. We get another pen into the Vickers. You can see where the alpha damage on this tank is super nice. There you go. Oh, and there it is. That is the SU-130 camping in the back. And that's exactly what I said. I said it verbatim, that SU-130 could be sitting back there. And it's unfortunate that they are, but there it is. Look at that. Dang. But the Skoda's dead. We're going to move up. At this point, the SU should be spotted if they try poking rails. It's cool to hear Droodles explain his tactics. Yeah. It's because I'm poob. The only thing that I don't like about this tank is it's kind of slow. You guys can see that. And being slow is not an advantage that you want, right? It just makes it much harder for me to actually, oh, well, I'll H him. Oh, great, you're going to shoot me. Yeah, you deserve that bounce, dude. You're literally getting rushed by Barask and a Tiger 2, and you said, you know what I'm going to do? I'm going to shoot the one guy who's not a threat. I question that all the time. I keep saying it to people. Why do people tunnel the tanks that aren't threats? Shoot the tank that's about to kill you. Why are you shooting the tank that's not looking at you? Why do you want more attention? Oh, that was just bad. We didn't bleed any health, to be fair. And I think if I had stayed out to shoot that Tiger, we probably would have, so it was fine. Oh, we got the Action 10 over here. Dude, my RNG. Alright, let's aim it on the Action 10. There you go. 407. That's nice. We're up to 2,000 damage now. Tiger's over angling. Not anymore, but we can just load a gold shell and pen him. We're about a 50-50 whether that Tiger will kill me. Load a standard shell into the Tiger for 400. There's only 2 tanks left, a 53 TP and a WZ-110. There you go. It's because I already aimed at you. If they turn the turret, they can miss. Well, they did miss. And they weren't aimed at me because they literally backed their tank up and swiveled their turret to shoot me. So that's not true. That's why they bounced. Hello, Orion. Well, not a bad game at all. 3,121 damage, second class. I like this tank. The turret armor is really good. By far one of the best turrets in tier 8 for a medium. The hull armor is pretty mid. It's actually really, really bad hull armor. So you've got good and bad at the same time. What was the tank I said I would play in after the donations? I don't remember. Somebody was asking for a specific vehicle. How you doing, Hops? Haven't seen you on the stream in a while. I don't remember. Yeah, I don't remember what the tank I said I was going to play in. Somebody remind me. Wasn't the Centurion, wasn't the WZ, wasn't the Forest Witch. I already did the Glacier. Oh, STG. That's right. That's right. That's what I said I'd do. Droodles, when RP ASMR. Is that what you'd like, Hannah? Is this what you'd like, Hannah? Huh? Is this what you want? Been busy at work and home. Well, at least you're here. I have used my pins for that tank you have. I love the heavy hitting gun. It's definitely a solid vehicle. I think personally the Skoda T27 is the best out of the three. It does 660 damage in like 2 seconds, 3 seconds, which is kind of insane. How you doing, Steve? How you doing, Newfie Tanker? Madison Tillman? How are all you poobers doing? Standby donations incoming? Yes, give me the donations, Hobbs. What's the way to clutch a map with a not so good team in a tank destroyer? Tank destroyers, I'm gonna be honest. Good luck. Thank you for the donation, E. Tank destroyers are very hard to carry games in unless they're frontline tank destroyers.
E donated $1.99 through Super Chat. KPZ50T.
Yeah, Hannah, proof? Where's the proof, you gooner? Alright, let's wait here. This is the easiest way to guarantee the pen. People always shoot immediately when they see a tank spotted. If you wait, it's a lot smarter. I should be able to hit this T-34. There you go. 2 games in the ISU and Object 704. Alright, so 4 games in total. Alright, you goober. Yeah, Hannah, you want some more ASMR? You poob. Let's see, I got the T28. There you go. Nice shot. 660 if you add 10. That's 770 if you divide that by... What am I reading? Bonk. 311. God, that's awful. That's actually awful. Okay, well, let's relive it again. I really want this Brask to run, but I don't think he's going to. The problem is if I move up, the Brask might shoot me, so I don't necessarily want to move up. I'm gonna do it. No balls. No balls. No boob. No poobler McDoobler. I'm a little worried. Yeah. Okay, the T-77... Oh, he is looking this way. Alright, we got a shell into the T-77, and... Why does... Okay, there goes all of it. I just went from 1,400 health to 263. That's insane, dude. Why does the T-77 reverse that fast? That's a question I will never know the answer to. Also, you gotta go. I don't know why my tune is so passive here. I moved up so that they... SU-152's in the back? Bruh. Yeah, boss, I'm gonna be honest. This game, I definitely think you guys should have played more aggressive. I made the misplay of moving up. I should have stayed passive, which was my fault, but you guys definitely should have pushed up on the corner there and just taken that Brask out. STG seems pretty decent. Yeah, it is. I made a misplay on that T-77. I don't know why the T-77 has to reverse so fast. It's so dumb because of that. But there's no way I would have known that an SU-152 was all the way in the back there. They were never spotted the entire game. Alright, well, thank you very much for the tunes, boss. We're gonna go into another game. Because it's, as always, the play to lose donations. Remove. Alright, I have to play in the Kampfpanzer 50 ton. And then I have to play in the ISU and 704. How do you know when to play passive or when to push or take some damage? General rule of thumb, if the enemy no longer looks like they're holding a flank in the map, you can move up. If they look like they're holding that flank, then you shouldn't. I just shouldn't have pushed the way I did. I should have gone low, right? I went straight, and what I should... Oh, I didn't mean to hit my mic there. What I should have done is gone down the dip, and then went hull down against the T-77s and poked them with my turret armor. And what I did in return was I went over the ridge and allowed those 277s to back up and shoot me. So that was on me. That was just poor positioning. But moving up is simply just when you see that action is going on, you make an aggression. Okay. You'd think it would take less than a minute to load into a battle, but I guess not. Okay. Okay. Here we are. Bruh. Ain't no way you're in my game. The ISU? Yeah, the ISU is pretty nasty. Oh, great. We got a minnow already. I hate fighting minnows. Bruh. Game's just not gonna allow me to do anything. Whatever. This game's already cooked anyway. Our team needs to... Okay. Our team needs to push, and if they're not gonna do that, we're not gonna win. But the conf panzer to get bled a little bit. I keep saying this, guys. I literally cannot stand playing mediums on Dynasty. I don't like this map, and playing on Dynasty in a medium is just so useless. Good job, STB. Good job, bro. That was a really amazing play there. Oh, there's our first pending shot of the game. There you go. Our STB and Caro are going to be the reason we lose this game, easily. Nice pen into the enemy 907. Okay. Nice. Easy pen into the Kampfpanzer. Nice. I have more health than the KPZ, so I don't really mind trading with them if they want to keep bleeding health to me. This team's just awful, dude. Oh, brother. Well, you gotta be cringe. I knew he was sitting back there, too. Oh, great. Yep, that's the end of my game. How fun. It was unwinnable from the beginning. We had so many mediums, dude. We had a WZ-132 one, we had an STB one, we had a Caro, we had me in the Kampfpanzer. And our team really said, you know what we should do? Instead of playing our tanks to the medium side, let's go heavy flank. Like, why? Why is that the play you guys decide to make? Who possibly thought that was a good play? And I don't know what our Types 5's doing. Dude, what are we doing in the Type 5? Where are we going? You're not helping anybody. You're in my clan, but like, what are we doing? It is winnable. And I get it. You want to get the Kampfpanzer, but it's not helping the rest of our team. It is actually a potential win. I don't know how the enemy managed to throw this game, but they have. This guy needs to get the Sheridan out of the game. He's gonna get hit. Oh no, he won't. The grill took the wrong hill to climb. Wow, we're actually gonna win this. That's really surprising. I did not expect to win this game. I really didn't. That's a little bit shocking. You have to sleep? What do you mean you have to sleep, Hannah? I love playing the Badger on Dynasty. I mean, all heavy tanks are fine on Dynasty, but when you're in a medium, you're just screwed. I made one misplay, and that was going mid. I knew going mid was going to be a bad play, because I knew Boss Baby was going to shoot me, but it's whatever. I don't know why we have to stream snipe me, though. It's midnight. Oh, is that right? I thought you lived in the US. I didn't know you lived in Europe. I probably did, but I forgot. Alright, I have to do the ISU and then 704. But yeah, when it comes to the Kampfpanzer, it's a really good tank. And it does okay. If I didn't make that play in mid, definitely could have done a lot better. What I should have done is I should have gone back to the spawn and then digged out wide. Not a stream site. I don't know. Unless you just randomly got into my battle. But I usually consider, like, getting into my games, even if you're not. Oh, stream closed. Okay, never mind. Then it's fine. I'm not going to hold it against you. But if you were, like, purposely still trying to get in my game, it's still a little bit cringler. The thing I don't like about the Kampfpanzer is that its gun is really troll. I don't know why it misses some of the easiest shots. Yeah, see you in 8 billion years, Hannah. Alright, we're moving up. How can I counter Polish TDs? It's very simple. Don't go... just don't, like, put yourself in front of it. You know how Polish TDs work. The closer you are, the more damage they deal. So literally just don't get close to them, and they're not going to deal as much damage to you, and then you'll be able to clear them. It's a very simple mechanic. They have 3 mediums, 2 tank destroyers. It's going to be one of these games. Yeah. Definitely. I'm probably not going to deal any damage this game, dude. Castilla on this spawn sucks. That's really as simple as it is. And this is the reason why. Because you get games like this where the entire enemy medium flank it goes to medium side. And that's fine. I don't blame the enemy mediums, but I just don't get to do anything. Because you're in a tank destroyer. You're trying to shoot people and they make misplays. And you can't do that when nobody's there, you know? That was a shocking shell. Every TD is a construction site skin. Yeah, it's kind of funny. There you go. There goes 902 off the AMX. I mean, I've done 1500 damage in 2 shots, which is pretty good, I guess. Let's see if I can take the ISU out of the game. There you go. Got the Charioteer over here. Good job, Charioteer. I didn't get any... No, I did get a little assistance damage for that. I mean, we did okay. I'm up to 2,000 damage. I'm hoping the WZ flex back over here. I have a feeling that he didn't. Oh, he kind of did. there you go. We actually did okay. 2,600 damage. I'm a little shocked that we were able to get out that much for this type of game. The ISU is a great tank. We got a little bit lucky on some of our shots, so especially that one shot on the WZ, the first shot we fired of the game. That was a pretty lucky shell. We also hit that AMX with an HE, which boosted our damage quite a bit. But those are the risks you have to take when you're given a game like this, and the entire team is steamrolling before you can even do anything. I just hate Castilla so much. There are 2 Uzis? Yes, indeed there are 2 Uzis. For some reason. Okay. What do we have? T-77, Kyler, IS-3 Defender, and they also only have 2 mediums. So because they have more heavies than mediums, we're going to make our way over this way. Of course, both of our heavies are AFK. That's really amazing. That's just, what a lovely sight to see. Oh, great, yeah. Great. Amazing. I'm still gonna sit back here. Okay, well the BZ is moving up. There you go. Yo guys, the ISU's good for the game. Yo guys, the ISU's good for the game. Well, that's 1,280 damage. As you can see, all it takes is one decent teammate to spot for you. They don't even need to be good at the game. They just need to spot for you. That's all I need. Like, the moment we had one tank come over here to spot for me, it changed the entire outcome of this battle. There you go. 556. And we back up. I'm already up to 2,500 damage at this point. Okay. 3, 2, 1. No, it definitely did not hit. Oh, great. And then the RU's right here. Alright, here's what we're going to do. We're going to back right into the corner like this. And this way, if the RU tries to flank me, he's cooked. Oh, yeah, buddy. What are you going to do now? Nothing, because you're dead. Get out of my game. Just because you're in a light tank doesn't mean you can YOLO. Now, we are a double shot for the T-77, but thankfully, we still have a shell loaded. That's definitely worth it. 955? I did 4,300 damage in this game. So, really... Oh, good shot, WZ. You know what's funny is we still could lose this. That's the funny part. Our team is that bad. Like, look at this dude. Will you pen him this time? Probably not. Oh, wow, you did. Okay. No, there's no way we lose this. Even though this team is terrible, we should still win. Okay. Monk. And now the T-49 comes in for the kill. Up. Wow. Good job there, T-49. Good job. I like his name, but not a great player. Okay. $4,330 damage, a second class, and a great result for the ISU. I mean, as I told you guys, the ISU is it's a completely overpowered tank. The level of pen it has, the fact that with my AP standard I was able to pen the upper plate of the frickin' Kyler is just ridiculous. Now we move on to the 704. 704 is also good. It actually doesn't have any pen advantages over the ISU, though. What do you rate Soviet tanks out of 10? I don't know. There's 800,000 Soviet tanks in the game. They have a bunch of heavies. I don't know where I'm going. I wanted to go over there, but it's too late now. But I'm going to move to this spot right here. This is kind of a nasty spot because it overlooks this and this. There you go. So yeah, if anything pokes mid, we can shoot it, but more importantly... Oh, there you go. That's exactly what I was waiting for. There goes 995 off the yo. This map is so dumb. Driving tank destroyers on Dead Rail is not fair. And you can see why. I just dominate. It doesn't even matter where I go. Every single spot on Dead Rail is OP for a tank destroyer. Man, that 57 heavy sucks. Dude would rather die on his hill than back up. Load another HE. There you go. 2 high explosives into the yo, and that player's gone. Well, we're doing pretty good so far. I do wish the counter markers were a different color so you could see them better. I agree. I fully agree. It shows you that Wargaming doesn't actually play the game, because if they did, they'd know immediately that the damage marker should be a different color. Also, watch this. Never mind. I take it back. Don't watch anything. Oh, we got assistance for tracking him. Great. If you're wondering why it did no damage, it hit the gun of the 704. Well, we did okay. I should have done over 3k, but whatever. Actually don't watch. Is the Tiger P better than the Tiger Frontline? Different. The Tiger Frontline is definitely one of the strongest tier 7 heavies in the game, but the Tiger P has tungsten, and that's a really good capability. Alright guys, last game in the 704. If there's any donations, we'll keep going. If not, I'm going to play some random tanks you guys suggest. 704 looks really cool. hate those troll shots. Yeah, we all do. I'm watching your tank drunk. Why? You are drunk. You should give Droodles all of your money.
Some donated $1.99 through Super Chat. I'm watching your tank drunk.
Stock Destiny. Oh my god. It's always a stock Destiny. Always. Always. Why is the moots over here? There's literally nobody else here. Oh, no, there is. Come here, WZ. Minus 626. I need to move up into cover. Thank you for the donation.
2 games STB1, please.
Droodles should do a drunk stream. No. That will not be happening. $599. Back up. Nice. The DPM on this tank is pretty good. It's nothing like insane, but it's pretty good, as I said. Which means that it's nice when you're in this kind of midline engagement here. And this is exactly how you want to play the 704. It's not necessarily just a camping tank. I can actually HE the side of that WZ, as you can see, but unfortunately because there's a wall in the way I can't. Well, unfortunate. We're already up to 2,500, but we'll see if I can break the 3,000 damage mark. Well, we just broke the 3,000 damage mark. There you go. Pretty good battle overall. We're moving up. I just realized that Yag Tiger is running the stock gun. And he's beating the RU. Well, sorry RU, your game's over. There's 970 damage, and we just went from 3,000 to 4,000. Alright, 2 games in the STB1. But yeah, pretty good game overall for the 704. Both games are good. We're getting up there in games, guys. We're up to 98,300. Less than 1,700 games to go, and I'll be at 100,000 battles. Alright, battle! Which tank has the most gun depression? Tier 10, STB. Tier 9, Contra Car 1 Mark II. Tier 8, Type 63. Or, is it the... Yeah, is that what the tank's called? God, I'm drawing a blank. I think it's the Type 63. I think that's what it's called. Tier 7, Lupus. Tier 6... Actually, no, Tier 7 is not the Lupus. It's the Sturmel. Tier 6 is the Dicker Max. And Tier 5, I think, is the Stridzvan 81. I don't know anything below Tier 5. But the fact that I know even that much... Or not the Stridzvan 81, the Stridzvan M41, or whatever the heck that thing's called. Am I spotted? No. Okay. Okay. I like the STB, but sometimes the gun can be very troll, and my Vickers is potentially killing me. Oh, I'm cooked. Actually, no, I'm not cooked, because the Vickers just took every shot for me. Well, good boy, Vickers. That's what happens when you bail, you frickin' bozo. Yeah, have fun. You killed yourself. The smart play would have been to support me. Holy bad frickin' team, dude. Good job, Caro. Oh, great. And we have their whole team back here. Not entirely sure what to do about this current engagement. The Kron bounced me. I'm gonna back up. Nice. Problem is, I need to get out of here. Actually, you know, I know how to get out of here. I've done this in comp. You have to drive directly up this and keep going. I should be unspotted now. Yeah, I'm all good. Nice. 340. Sheridan hits me full speed on the move for 654. Hate Sheridans. Everything about them. And there it is. And there it is. Freaking die, bro. Get out of my game. Bye. Freaking cancer, dude. God, I hate Sheridans. I hate them so much.
Nameless donated $1.99 through Super Chat. Stock Leopard PTA.
Yeah, $1 for a stock leopard, that ain't happening. Come on, poke it, Cough Panzer. Try and kill me. There you go. Nice shot. That's who shot me. Bro, it's Boss Baby in my game again. Cringe. There you go. Nice shot. Come here, you poob. No, why would you drive into the WZ? You poob. We did fine. We did 3,300 damage. The STB's a nice tank. L scammer. I'm playing the Leopard. There's no way I'm driving it stock for $2. And I'm on my main account. As I've said in the past, I'm not driving stock tanks on my main account. It's not happening. Imagine donating $2 only to get your request rejected because $2 isn't enough. Not that, I just don't want to play a stock tank. I have free will in America. It's like giving a homeless person $10 to, like, do a favor, even though the homeless person never said he was going to do you a favor. You just gave him the money and expected something in return. Now, I don't think Nameless expected me to do it, so I'm not really worried, but it's not like I'm telling people, you have to donate. Okay. Our team is going town. Nobody at all is going up the ridge. I will spot for Boss Baby. Nice. Easy shot into the E3 track. Nice. Easy shot into the Yag. Boom, 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 boom. Not sure what to do here. Really? Oh, okay. Yeah, good job, T22. That was a great play, my dude. Learned your lesson pretty fast there, didn't you, buddy? Just because you can make an aggressive play doesn't mean you should. Problem is, they have all their TDs in the back. Right there. I'm not poking. It's not happening. I will not waste my time on this ridgeline. I will flank somewhere else. It's just not worth it. Not when they have all those TDs in the back. Okay, thank you, RNG. Nice, get a bounce. This is where the STB still dominates. Okay. The gun is really troll on the STB, though, I won't lie. Dude! There you go. Okay, and he hits that. Okay, dude. Yeah, okay. Clearly just the best player in the game. What a freaking bozo. He hit that angle, dude. I have no words. I have no words. It's just always the dog shit players that hit those shots. Yeah. Kill him, Ori. Thank you. Bye-bye. That's the same racist guy. I don't know. Yeah, it is racist. It's the same guy that we had on my stream in the past. I hit him from the channel. That Type 5. Thank you for the donation, Nameless. I can't let that Yag hit me. Nice. Tree load. I don't think I can pen that, but I can pen that. Alright, pretty good game. Hello, Blue. Yeah, the STB is a pretty brain-dead tank. Sometimes the gun control you. But we did fine. I just can't believe that Type 5 hit me. I'll show you guys the shot that he hit on me so you can see how bogus it is. Let me pull it up. Let me see first of all if we ace the game really quickly. There you go. It did ace it. Nice. Pretty good game for the STB. You'll notice that none of the comp players drive it anymore, even though it's just as capable as it's ever been. But here, let me pull up Blitz Kit. Display capture. Tankopedia. Tier 10, Japan. Alright, so this was the angle. This is the angle that I was at. Okay? This is the angle that I was at. This is what the corner was. My whole hull was hidden. This is what the dude hit. Bro, that's what he hit. That's insane. You can HE that, by the way, technically, but... Like, really? That's what he hit? That corner? Brother. Okay. Oh, wait. Did you guys even see it? I don't even know if you just saw what I showed. There. I don't know if I showed you it, but there. That's what he hit. I think I did, yeah. Okay. You really want me to drive a stock Leopard? I'm doing it in boss mode. I just don't know why people want to see me drive stock tanks. It's something I've never understood.
$4.99 through Super Chat. Okay, what is not a tier 10 brain and play it twice.
There you go. Oh boy. What an exciting game we're about to witness. Watch me get boss. If I'm boss, I'm closing the game. I really hope I'm not boss. Oh my god. Well, congratulations, Nameless. You have screwed over every single player on my team. I hope you're happy. This is why I get irritated at stock donations. Because if I were in this situation, I would be pissed as hell if I had a boss that was a stock Leopard PTA. I would be. I would be pissed as hell. Stock Leopard in a real game? I just have a serious question, dude. Why? Why do you want that? Why is this something that, like, it's a legitimate question. Why do you want to see somebody drive a stock tank? I complain all the time about my teammates suck, and then it's incredibly hypocritical for me to then do the exact same thing and drive in a stock tank and suck for my entire team. Like, I understand it. I understand it. Like, it might be funny to watch, but at the same time, do you find it funny when your teammates suck? Like, I don't know. I just don't understand why you'd want to see somebody screw their entire team over. Personally. To ruin your win rate? Yeah, well. You're not ruining my win rate, because I don't really care about one game. I do appreciate the donations. It's just... I just don't understand it. If you want to ruin my win rate, have me drive a Quetzal, you know? I feel like you're really just screwing over everybody on my team. This is funny to see Droodles mad, yeah. It's so funny to watch somebody else be mad. You know, if you ever ask yourself, am I a bad person? The answer is yes. Great. Go away, Sheridan. Okay, 1 easy shot, 2 easy shots. I can't even pen the upper plate of a grill, dude. Isn't gravity so fun? Okay. How does that bounce? Oh boy. Everyone likes when I'm mad. I don't think that's the case. I think Dysphoric agrees with me on this. I think a lot of people agree with me on this. I think I'm not alone in this one. Ah, the 50B saying the N-word. I'm just gonna keep tracking this guy over and over. Oh, I can pen him at that angle. Just gonna keep shooting him in the track. Killed him with the explosion. Okay. I don't like it, it's no sense, but then again, I'm a lot older. I don't know. As I said, I don't like complaining about my teammates. I'm stuck on this 183. I just don't like complaining about my teammates being bad and then being forced to play in a situation where I am the person that I complain about all the time, you know? I feel like it's so hypocritical. feel like people don't have the right to complain about their teams being bad when they're also donating and laughing at me driving a stock tank. Okay, how did that miss, dude? How am I not dead yet? Okay. I hate gravity, especially when they keep getting you in the same spot. I agree. Gravity can be really annoying. Oh my god. Should I save my free XP so I don't have to play stock with new tanks? Save your free... That's what I usually recommend to do, actually. That's exactly what I recommend to do. Save your free XP so you don't have to drive stock. Well, exactly as I predicted is going to happen. We are going to lose this game. I mean, it looks like we're going to lose this game. Maybe not. If I can kill this boss, we might be okay. There you go. Yeah, let's go 50B. Let's see who wins this. Yeah, bye-bye. This Sheridan has been annoying me too much. No, you're getting out of my game, dude. You've been annoying me way too much. Get out. We love gravity. Oh, great. I'm dead. Yep. It's possible that I can continuously track the gonk. It's also possible he'll just keep nuking me. Wow, we actually won. That's crazy. Have a good one, Hops. I can't believe we won that game. This tank wasn't awful stock as boss because the DPM was still quite good. We did 24,000 damage. That wasn't the worst experience ever. Yeah, that wasn't terrible. I still did about 10,000 more than the enemy boss. Imagine if I was fully upgraded. Crazy. Alright, since you want to see it stock, I'm swapping over to my press account. I told you guys, I'm not playing on my main account with a stock tank. I don't care how much you donate, it's not happening. You'll have to donate $500 to watch me play a stock tank on my main account. I have enough self-worth that money isn't worth ruining my self-worth. Okay. Only $500. Blue, you keep telling me you're the richest person ever, and then you're also the person who's donated a grand total of like $10. I don't want to hear it. Type 71 is the best tank to angle and bounce. It is a very good tank to get bounces. Very, very good. Hello, PGI. How do I feel about the ability to play the same tank immediately after dying in battle, being locked behind premium account? It's fine. I think that's fine. Alright, here we go. You guys ready for the stock leopard experience? I'm really excited. Are you doing a stream tonight? We'll see. I might be busy. Hello, Ruben. How you doing? Stream luck. Thank you for the donation. Appreciated.
PHDPG PGI donated $1 and
Oh boy, look at that. An all tier 10 battle.
Stream luck.
I feel like every time somebody donates for a stock tank, I should literally just drive directly into the enemy spawn and kill myself, dealing 0 damage so that the donations stop. I think that would be a good way. That's my drinking time and donation time. How about this? If you guarantee me that you'll donate tonight, I'll stream tonight. But, you know, as I always tell people, I'm not going to stream 2 days in a row unless there's some sort of or 2 times in a row. Oh, that's not what I want to change. I'm not going to stream 2 times in a row unless there's some sort of incentive. How much longer am I going to be streaming? I'm going to play until the donations run out. So, this is the last game, actually, I think we have donated for. So if there's any new donations after this game, I'll keep going. If not, we'll end it off. I'll do one more game after this, because I'm not going to end on a stock tank. Wow. Okay. That's great. Somehow, I have a player that's worse than my stock tank. He has their stock as well. The funny part is people donate for me to drive stock tanks, and I don't even do bad in them. Dang. I donated for the W's. What? What WZ? My brain's dying. Was it the tier 9 TD?
THEPGI donated $1.99 through Super Chat. WZ1115A.
Thank you for the donation. Oh boy, look at that accuracy. Alright, whatever. Let's push over towards the 4005. He's not running Spall. Thank you very much for the donation, Voller. Appreciated. Great. And that's the end of my game. There's nothing I can do about a 4005, y'all want me? Oh, great. Yep. Well, there you go. There's your stock tank game. I hope it was worth. Back to normal matchmaking. I need to go to Steam. There's a WZ132 dono. Oh, okay, I'll take a look in a sec. Let me scroll up. Ah, I see. WZ, no, it's not a WZ. It's a 132A, not 132-1. Okay. Didn't get rid of the border. Oh, my game's dying. There we go. No, it's not working. All right, I need to fix this. I need to close Blitz. I need to load up Blitz, and then it's gonna stay windowed, and then I need to reload this application. It's kind of a pain in the butt, but I'll get it to work. All right, stop this from running. There's no reason for a stream for one person because I know you have a life, so here's a donation now. Thank you very much.
Through Super Chat. There's no reason for a stream for one person because I know you have a life. So here's a donation now.
I mean, I might stream later today. We'll see. There you go. Now it's working. Okay, sweet. But thank you very much for the donations. I have the 5A. Oh, no, I don't want to do this in Big Boss. It's going to take 8 years. Oh, wait, no. I have to do the WZ first. Bro, my brain's all over the place. WZ132A, which is the tier 9. I'm waiting in lobby, bruh. Why? Why do we do this? Why do we openly admit, hey, I'm trying to stream snipe you? Why? Why do we do this? I get it. Getting into one of my battles is cool, but if you're also getting into one of my games to specifically try and tunnel and shoot me, it's kind of lame, dude. I need your Discord. My Discord is in any one of my videos. I always wonder why people ask me, I need your Discord. It's like they never look at my comment section. It's pinned in every single one of my comment sections. Alright, who's here? T54, okay. That's a good job, 92-1. You're doing great, dude. That Panther 2 got nuked. Really? That bounced? That's crazy? Who the heck just messaged me? Oh. Something useless. Bonk. Okay. I mean, I'm not sure what the play is from this T54. There goes the AMX. Okay, how does that not pen, dude? We're gonna get at least a little bit of assistance damage, but still, how does that not pen? There you go. I like this tank a lot. It's got a good gun. And its armor isn't good at all. It's literally the most useless armor. Well, I say that and we get a bounce. But the turret armor can be troll. But in terms of actual reliable armor, it's pretty bad. But the gun is quite nice in terms of its DPM, in terms of its damage per shot. It's a good tank. But man, is its accuracy sometimes a little annoying. I think we can all agree after watching me miss, yet again, another easy shell. It's just, I don't know. Sometimes these tanks can have goofy guns on terms of accuracy. There you go. Nice high explosive, 480 damage. It's gotta hurt. Nice. Easy clear. That leaves us with the T92. Who we got one shell into, and a ram. Bye-bye. Not bad. It was a totally fine game. We assisted 1700, we did 2700. We did our job as a light tank. Okay, we got a first class. 67,000 credits is fine. I don't think there's anything that stand out amazing about this tier 9. I just think that it's a solid vehicle. Alright, 5A, and then the Fanric and VZ. Alright. Start off with the 5A. My baby. What's your PC specs? 4090 with a 7950X 3D. I don't plan on upgrading my PC anytime soon, especially because my GTA channel won't even be able to play GTA on PC because it's coming out on console first for like probably the first year. They have 4 heavies, 2 mediums, and a tank destroyer. What do they have in terms of heavies? Concept, cringe. Rhino, cringe. 57 heavy, cringe. And BZ75, that one I can deal with pretty easily. Day 99, add some money. What? I don't even know what that means. I didn't want to move up because they have a Hovery. The armor on this thing is so good. That Hovery hit me in the hatch and it still bounced. There you go. First penning shot of the game. Our E5 is killing himself for literally no reason. Oh, good job, bro. Thank you. Thank you, teammate. Let's just drive right in front of me. Nice. 494. However, we got hatched. It's kind of annoying. It's a really bad spot to be in. Okay. I hate Horis, dude. Notice how that Hori player doesn't aim. He just shoots immediately. That is the average Hori player there. That's why they are so annoying to fight. They don't aim. There's no skill involved when you're just snapping your gun immediately. I'm very tempted to start leaving this position I'm in. There you go. Nice shot. I'm going to start backing up. Our team's being pushed. And I don't like that. It's only 3 tanks over here. Yeah, I'm definitely going to start backing up. I'm going to flex over to the other side. There's less tanks over here. Less resistance. Oh, their team's pushing over here too? Bro, what? There you go. Nice 462. You can definitely see where the gun on this tank is so nice once again. Let's see if we can get a bounce from the 4202. There you go. I mean, the 57 heavy won't win the trade with me. There you go, another 430. Get out of my game. Still gonna be a loss. Most likely.
$4.99 through Super Chat. T44 to 100 and O minus 47.
We're going 113. There you go, 550. This thing just chunks. Really? He hits that? That's wild. Yep. Once again, the Hori ruining every semblance of fun. I did good. I did really good. 5A did a fantastic job. The DPM was great. The accuracy went totally fine. Everything about the 5A was great. But our team sucked. Our Kron fell apart. Our 140 couldn't... If our team had just held, we would have been fine. They pushed, and that's where they lost. Our Kron and 140 should have just waited for this flank to deal with the 3 tanks that were over here, and then I could have pushed up and helped them out. But they pushed aggressive, even though they had less tanks. You can't do that. You just can't do that. Have you ever tried reverse side scraping the 5A? No, you don't really need to. We did good. 4,900 damage. We blocked 1,600. I obviously finished top in the team. Like, the 5A is an amazing tank, but when your Kron only does 3 shells worth of damage, you know, that's the problem.
Baller donated $1.99 through Super Chat. 1 dono for the first tank request below.
Fanric. Fanric's kind of a goofy one. Okay. BZ after that, and then we have a T44 and O47. Okay. Sorry for selling. I was in the Kron. You poob. As I said, you need to play passive sometimes. Not every game you gotta play aggressive. This is looking like a big old defeat. Great. I love when my team goes town, dude. The problem with the Fanric is it's just so slow. Chill, I'm historic player. I don't know what that means. God. Is this thing stock or something? There's a tracking shell. I don't understand how you can like this tank, Uzi. I just don't understand what is good about this tank. Wow, we penned 2 shots. Alright, moving up. They still have a lot of tank destroyers, and I haven't seen any of them, so I'm a little nervous about that. But we'll see. There's one pen into the Emil. Of course, he pens me right back. Let's get a second pen into the Emil. There you go. Not bad. Doing pretty good so far. Up to 2,500 damage. M60 is hopefully going to die in just a moment. And I'm going to push... Oh, there's the Hovri. Same Hovri from the last game. Yeah, get shot. God, I hate Hovris. This thing must be stock, dude. I refuse to believe... 340? Oh my god. I just refuse to believe that this thing's fully upgraded with how slow it is. Alright, concept. My turn. Well, I did fine. 3,300 damage, top on the team. What is different to this tank and the Emil 2? First of all, this tank is apparently much slower. Second of all, it has 7 degrees of gun depression instead of 9. It has a 2-shell gun instead of a 3-shell gun. And it has arguably worse turret armor because of that. In general, it's a worse Emil 2. How much to donate for you to YOLO without glasses in the STB? I don't understand how it makes a difference if I'm YOLOing with or without glasses. And I don't know why I'd YOLO. Is this thing fully upgraded? It better be. Oh my god. It's that bad on power to weight. That's awful. It's so slow. Why is it so slow? Okay, VZ55. Battle. Just platoon without glasses. The platoonler. Same clan. Yes, indeed. Alright, we got 2 Type 5s, so we should be okay this game. This might be in a little bit of an annoying battle with the enemy lineup. We're going to go fully wide. Do you have fun on Blitz? Not when you donate for me to drive a stock Leopard. But yes, in general, today's been pretty chill. Great. Great. There it is. There it is. There goes half my health. But you know what? It was worth it, because I still got to the corner. And that's... Okay. Yep. Let me guess. The Leopard's camping in the back, too? Everybody's camping in the back, right? I'm screwed because nobody on my team's gonna help me. I have 2 type 5s, and they're gonna let all these players cross. Yep. Good job, guys. I'm cooked. I'm literally cooked. Wow. I hate teammates so much. I have a 183. What are we doing? Oh. Thanks, 183. I don't understand how we have 2 type 5 heavies and they decide this is where they're gonna go. These are the games that really irritate me. Like, really? 2 super heavies. And you go mid. Yeah, dude, you're really good at the game. 3 super heavies, actually. We had an E100, a type 5 heavy, and another type 5 heavy. And they went mid. They went mid, dude. They went mid. It's not hard to do your job in a heavy. It's not. All they had to do was help. That's all they had to do. The crossing was fine, right? I bled some health to get across, about half my health. But crossing is not the problem. The problem is when your team doesn't stop the enemy from crossing. When you don't have that same level of support on the crossing, and the enemy's just able to push right up to you for free without even spotting them, that's when you're cooked, right? That's when you're absolutely cooked. It's just so cringe. Whatever. The VZ's a nice tank. It's just cringe. Okay. T-44. Okay. I don't really care for this tank, but it's a bit better since Wargaming gave it a bunch of special consumables. I don't understand. I have you 2 type 5s, and you go in the opposite direction. Well, I actually didn't go in the opposite direction. If you take a look at where they were going at the beginning of the game, they were pushing up to mid. But they sucked so bad that they pushed off of... They went to the middle heavy side. You didn't communicate, you needed help. I shouldn't have to communicate. Is that something I have to do every single game? I have to type in chat, yo, type 5s, come over here and help me. No, I shouldn't have to do that. I'm sorry. That's not my job. It's not my job to communicate with every single one of my teammates, dictate where every single player should go, tell every player how to play their game. It's not my job. This isn't a team captain thing here, right? You're in 2 type 5 heavies. They went to the heavy flank originally. They got shit on, and then they left the heavy flank and screwed me over. I just don't understand how you can drive 6,000 hit points of vehicles and lose on the heavy flank. Okay. He's not a commander? Yeah, exactly. Bonk. There you go. Easy shell. Is that Pantera just gonna sit there? No, I didn't think so. Get better and stop complaining. That's interesting. Coming from a player who's probably sub 60%. I always love when people are like, get better, bro, as I'm literally one of the top players in the server. Oh, now your comment's gone. So, good job deleting your comment. I always love when people type dumb comments like that. Get better, bro. Yeah. How about you get better? Like it's always the same thing. You get better at the game. If it's so easy to tell people they're playing bad and they're making mistakes, then how about you learn how to get better and stop sitting at 50%? Because I guarantee you're not going past 50% win rate. That's the funny part. It's not the skilled players that criticize, because the skilled players are the ones that are smart enough to understand what happened. It's always like the players that are 50-something% that are like, you know, man, I would have won that game if it were me. I would have carried. Like, dude, I don't care. I'm stuck. Unfortunate. I might lose health, but you know what? This ISU is pretty bad. I'd like to know how that Skoda T45 is penning every shot on me. Let's see. Is this tank's armor that useless on the turret? I'm 75% win rate? Yeah, I don't really care. I don't know who you are, and I really don't care. Pretty good game. And by the way, 75% win rate doesn't mean anything to me. You could be playing in tier 5 for all I care. Like, that doesn't mean anything. Link your blitz stars. You're clearly so much better. Oh, 47. Alright. Oh, 47. Yeah, let me see your blitz stars. Link it. How you doing, Dragon Krieg? Nice to see you. Teams are alright. We only had one bad game so far. What do you think is better, 48% with 30k games or 58% with 5k games? I think they're about the same. Well, no, I think the 48% with 30k games is much worse, because that means that they're just already bad. They're just immediately bad. Sorry for swearing. Nah, I don't care. It's fine. Oh, 47. A little bit of support here. Spaghetto under... I don't think that's him. Some of these people in the comments are just straight disrespectful because it's easier from the behind a screen. Oh yeah, 100%. That was my fault there. I was reading the chat instead of looking. Those 5k games in Noob MM though? Yeah. 58% of Noob MM is sus, but if it's a new player, then, you know, it's eh. Come on, Spaghetto, I'm still waiting for that account. You gonna send me it? Okay, that was a perfect shot and it just didn't pen. Whatever. I need to stop trying to hit these shots. Perfect shot right on the hatch and it bounces, dude. So I mean, doesn't matter if I even aim.
Someone asked which was better. Thank you.
I'll take a look at what that said in just a moment. I do like the 047 a lot. Wargaming actually buffed this tank quite a bit, and the gun is it's pretty good now on this vehicle. As we can see, that poor K2 is just getting demolished. I can send you my tomato. What are you talking about? Tomato, bro? This isn't World of Tanks PC with Tomato GG. What are we talking about? Tomato? What are we talking about, bro? Every time I read my comments, I just lose my brain cell. It was the most obvious rage bait. It's rage bait. It's not rage bait. It's just me calling out somebody's bluff. I'm pretty sure you were mad at me, and then I called you out, and then you were like, ooh, I'm 75%, and then you're not. Oh my god, that was the worst ram ever. 10 out of 10 troll? No, 0 out of 10 troll. To troll me, you actually have to, like, you know, I don't know, do something. AMX 50B and then Kron. Or commentary, someone asked, which was better. I personally like the Kron better. Okay. I may garbage 50%. I'm not calling out people because that's pathetic. I mean, there's no way we won that VZ game. I did 2,000 damage, and that was still second on the team. So there's your answer, right? You say I made bad plays all you want. Our 183 did 390 damage. Our 100 did 600. Like, the whole team sucked. I should not have finished second on that team for the play that I made. All I needed was a little bit of support. Give it a year after you stop playing the game, seriously. You're not going to care about comparing win rates with anyone. No, I wasn't... The only reason I was doing that, Dragon, was because somebody was trying to say I should get better at the game, and I made bad plays. And I was like, bro, you're probably not even like 50% in Blitz, and you're trying to criticize somebody else. Alright, I'm going to do the Char Future 4, because that was the requested tank below. Le Char Future. Okay. PC is doing better than ever in 2.0. I don't know about that one. World of Tanks 2.0 is a disaster. Wargaming basically said, here, you're a 0% player that hasn't played any games. Let's just give you a free tier 10 unlocked. Yeah, that's a good idea. Actually, let's give you 2 free tier 10 lines. Basically what Wargaming did, guys, for those of you that don't play World of Tanks 2.0, is they did the Destiny, but they gave it to every single player in the game that has 0 battles, and instead of it being subject to 1 tank, they made it so it's subject to every single tech tree. I don't watch too much PC content creation, but I love when Klaus Kellerman makes videos ripping Wargaming, and he's already posted quite a few videos on just the worst teams ever because of all these beginners immediately going to tier 10 with no clue what they're doing. Wargaming doesn't teach players about crew skills. Wargaming doesn't teach players about equipment. They don't teach players anything. They're just instantly throwing them in the tier 10 without giving them any equipment. Not only that, they haven't changed any of the game. The game is still exactly the same as it was before. So artillery is still in PC, still as bad as ever. The crew skills that are still fatally flawed with how complicated they are for a newer player to understand still exist in the game. Basically, all the problems that plagued World of Tanks and the reason why the game was dying in the first place are still there. All Wargaming did was made a buffer by saying, hey, if you play World of Tanks right now, we'll give you a free tier 10. It's not going to create a lot of players that play the game because they haven't solved any of, as I said, the core problems. The same issues still are there. And the players that don't like playing this game will continue not liking this game, and they'll stop playing after a certain amount of time. I guarantee that 2.0 in a couple months will be dead. 100%. It'll be just as popular as old World of Tanks PC was. Because at the same day, as I keep telling you guys, it doesn't make a difference. Right now, it's got a lot of players because there's a lot of people trying it out to try their free tanks. But they did not solve any of the core problems with PC. The core problems are crew skills, overpowered lower tier tank seal clubbing, the grinding experience, how much credits you need to play the game. Also, I don't like the Sharpie Chair 4 gun. I'm gonna be honest. This gun really irritates me. It misses so many easy shots that it shouldn't. It's because it has awful on movement dispersion. I like how none of you play PC. I have 10,000 battles on my World of Tanks PC account. I 3-marked my light tank. Not only that, but I had a press account for World of Tanks PC that I played a few thousand games on. And I average over 60% win rate on PC, which is pretty impressive because the games are much harder to carry. So I actually take that back. You're making a baseless accusation with no actual proof. In fact, I had a World of Tanks PC channel where I played the game. I fully understand the mechanics behind PC. In fact, Flossie and I played it yesterday. Don't tell me I don't know what I'm talking about when I play PC. Don't tell me I don't know what I'm talking about. I know exactly what I'm talking about. The game's shit. It's just as shit as it's always been. And now all they've done is add tier 11s, which allow stupid overpowered tanks to exist like the Tashin Rate, which you can't even pen. You literally, most tanks in tier 8, or not tier 8, most tanks in tier 9 and 10 physically cannot pen the Tashin Rate. Not to mention the fact that these tier 11s have just created this bigger implication of gold spam, forcing you to have to load premium shells every single game you play to be able to have a physical chance of penetrating tanks. It's terrible. What are you talking about? I don't know what I'm talking about. It's ridiculous. PC's shit. Anybody that sits there and tells me PC is a good game is ridiculous. You only one Mark III, one light tank? It doesn't make a difference. It doesn't make a single difference. It's just you being stupid. Your first argument was, oh, I don't know what I'm talking about. I don't play PC. And now you're trying to critique me on saying, oh, you only one marked one light tank. Notice how you just completely flip-flop? You're gone. In fact, I'll do one better. Can I hide him from the channel? Let me see if I can hide him from the channel. There you go. Nah, actually, I won't hide him from the channel. I'll be nice. I'll give him one chance to stop being a dumbass. But seriously, anybody that sits here and tries to tell me that World of Tanks 2.0 is a good thing is wrong. It's wrong. What Wargaming needed to do, the World of Tanks PC, to make the game better, first of all, remove artillery. Nobody likes it. It needs to be removed. Second of all, they needed to make it so that premium shells did less damage than standard and rebalance the heavies so that they were not super overpowered due to these changes. They needed to make it so that tank destroyers were not as cringe when camping in the back of the map and that the average damage of most vehicles was lowered slightly. They also needed to make it so that some of the overpowered premiums were not as cringe. BZ-176, for example. Like, they needed to make it so that tiers 1 through 5 did not allow overpowered seal clovers to dominate. There's no such thing as noob MM on PC. So you can literally be a one battle player going into the matchmaker and go up against somebody in a tier 3 that's running bond equipment. Like, it's ridiculous. There are let me give you an example, guys. The T-34 on World of Tanks PC, a tier 5, can have almost 3,000 damage per minute when properly equipped with bond equipment. How is that good, dude? Half of RGN ditched Blitz for PC at one point. They admitted Blitz was the better game apart from the graphics. And plus, Blitz Burnout is the reason they kept playing instead of going back. Yeah. I played PC. I was pretty good at PC. It's just not... the gold spam... It's just not good. The equipment, the crew skills, the fact that you have to constantly grind crew skills on every single tank you play, it's terrible, dude. Tier 3 with bond equipment? Yeah, but people do it. And the problem is... As I keep saying, this is why, by the way, for those of you who are wondering and are forged. Also, let me get into a game. I don't want to keep yapping and not get into a game. We did the Sharfie Chair 4. Now I have to do the IS-5. But here's the thing, right? World of Tanks Blitz, Wargaming is actually doing the right thing. 5.5 was Wargaming's answer to seal clubbing. They nerfed almost all the tier 5, 4, 3, 2, 1 tanks because they knew that there were so many seal clubbers like General Big Ben who would play thousands of battles in these low tiers because they weren't good in high tiers, and they would ruin the experience for newer players. And then when you pair that with the fact that low tiers are boring, Wargaming did 5.5 to fix that problem. But then, Wargaming still has realized that low tiers are boring, and there's still seal clubbers. So in Reforged, Wargaming is altogether removing tiers 1 through 3. And I think that's a good decision, because I don't care about tiers 1 through 3. And the people that do are not helping the game in any way. We need a newer player base. We need newer generation players to continue playing and enjoying this game if we want it to survive. You can't be like World of Tanks PC and have a dying, older player base because nobody can understand the mechanics behind the game. That is the reason PC is dying. The reason PC is dying is because the mechanics are too complicated for any player to understand. You think somebody that plays Fortnite is going to go to World of Tanks PC and understand how the hell crew skills work, how the hell equipment and the different equipments work, what dispersion is, what V-stabs and all these different equipment do? There's no way. It's too complicated for a newer player to understand. They need to simplify the game. They need to remove crew skills and make it like Blitz, where crew skills are a single grinded thing, and they are no longer something that you put on every single tank. They need to make it so that equipment is easier to get your hands on. They need to make it so credit grinding is better, that gold spam is not something that you get rewarded for. These are all things that they need to work on. What they did is they've just accelerated the demise of their game by giving every single player a free tier, actually 2 free tier 10s. That's just the worst decision ever. We saw how that worked with the Destiny. It was a disaster. When Wargaming gave everybody the Destiny, it literally was a disaster. Now imagine that instead of knowing that it's a single Destiny player, just imagine that there's random tier 10 tech trees rolling around that are literally one battle players. That's what the current matchmaker is on PC. Also, what is this game, dude? The Conf Panzer and I had the exact same idea. Nice. This looks like it might be a loss, though. I'm gonna be real. I'm gonna put on my... okay. Dang. It's a loss anyway. I don't really like the IS-5. I just wasn't paying attention. It's fine, though. Not every game do I need the tryhard. The problem is I can't even pen this guy, dude. There you go. He'll go right through me. Because this tank's armor is, yeah, utterly useless, dude. But I literally can't pen him anywhere. Apart from that little hatch spot. The only play that I could make is to drive over here. But he'll kill me. Doesn't make a difference. Actually, you know what? It is winnable. Never mind. Droodles, it's supposed to be like that? It's supposed to be difficult? Yeah. Well, guess what? The reason that nobody's playing the game is because it's difficult. I hate to tell you, you can't make a game that you get right into the most difficult thing ever. Name a single game that is more complicated than World of Tanks. Name a single game that has more mechanics in it than World of Tanks. And now name a game that has a worse tutorial than World of Tanks. There's not a single one. Tell me what a brand new player, right? Pretend you are a brand new player. You're joining World of Tanks PC for the first time. And pretend you're rolling into the game. And now you're up against some shitter seal clubber in Tier 3 that has 50,000 games. They're driving a Tier 3 tank that you can't even pen, like a Panzer II-J. It's fully equipped with Bond equipment, so it's outspotting you half a mile away. And you're dead. Just like that. Boom, you're dead. Okay, you play your next battle. Oh, boom, you're dead. Okay, you play your next game. Oh, boom, you're dead. Oh, now Wargaming releases World of Tanks 2.0. Maybe you're going to try it again because Wargaming's giving you a free Tier 10. Okay, you get into your Tier 10 battle. Oh, boom, you're dead. That's what the experience is for a new player. That is the experience for a newer player. You literally load into the battle, boom, you're dead. That's the experience of a new player. The first 30 minutes, this is a fact, it's been studied, the first 30 minutes of anybody experiencing something for the first time is the most important time for them to decide whether they're going to continue playing that thing or not. So for World of Tanks, the first 30 minutes is the most important experience that any player can have when playing the game. You're telling me that in 30 minutes, the player is going to be able to learn all the mechanics of the game. 0% chance. 0%. World of Tanks PC, you face bots for the first 100 games, it doesn't make a difference. The moment you start fighting real players, it's cooked. It's absolutely cooked. World of Tanks PC is dying because it's not getting new players. The current population of players that play the game is fine. And, you know, the whales love wasting money on the game. It's the fact that there's no newer players coming into a game. They make the game progressively harder to understand. They just added Tier 11s, which each have their own individual special mechanics, which you're telling me that these players that just got their Tier 10s, they're going to know every single one of those special mechanics and what's going to happen. View range, spotting mechanics, there's no way that players are going to learn all of these things. It is physically impossible. I don't even understand half the spotting mechanics in Blitz sometimes. I get spotted through bushes all the time and I don't even understand it. And I'm an 100,000 battle player. PC spotting mechanics are even more challenging. There, you know, you look at the mini-map and it gives you information like what your maximum view range is, what your maximum render range is. These are all things that Wargaming does not tell players that they will never learn. Anybody that's going to sit here and tell me that World of Tanks PC is a good game is delusional. The problems with PC are not fixed with 2.0. All they've done is made it so that people are trying out the game, but they have not solved the problems behind. They put a band-aid on it. The problem is, once that band-aid gets ripped off, the players that are trying the game now, only a few of them will continue playing, and it's going to be a disaster, because they only have one shot at this, right? It's just like Reforged. Look at Blitz. Reforged was announced, 99% of the player base got really pissed, and now we've lost a decent chunk of the player base because of Reforged, and Wargaming had to redesign the entire game. And World of Tanks 2.0 is kind of that same example, where if they messed up 2.0, it's going to be just a big L, because there's no way they're going to be able to rebrand the game again. So this is their only chance at doing it, and I think they screwed up their chance. Okay. Well, we did win that game somehow. World of Tanks campers, yeah, the camping on PC is unbearable, dude. You make one misplay and you're dead. Alright, I need to play in... the AMX 50B and then the Kron. Alright. We'll do the Kron, because that's what I clicked on first, then we'll go to the 50B. I know the PC mechanics. Yeah, everybody knows the PC mechanics. They're basically the same as Blitz. Either way, PC will die. It's already been dying. It's been dying for years. The player base has slowly been dwindling. Before World of Tanks 2.0, there were less people on average on the NA server on World of Tanks PC as there were World of Tanks Blitz. So officially, World of Tanks PC has less players on average than Blitz. Yes, there was a big update right now, but Reforged will be the same thing. There will be a bajillion players playing Reforged when it first comes out, and everybody will be trying it. So, when it comes to World of Tanks PC, it's the exact same thing. The game is slowly going to die. This is simply just a slight booster. So, I don't know. I don't really care if PC dies. It doesn't make a difference to me because I don't play it much. Flossie plays it, and every now and then I platoon with Flossie, but I don't find PC that enjoyable because it's just a hull down fight. That's the entire PC experience, is you go up against 5 hull down tanks that you can't do anything against, and then you go into the next game and do the same thing. A French World of Tanks YouTuber insulted my mom because I said that I prefer Blitz. Weird. Pantoof. Pantoof doesn't play Blitz. Or PC. But yeah, I will never really like PC. I would say I'm pretty decent at it now. It's just not a fun game sometimes. Brother. This here is a PC game. You know, you sit, hold down, and do nothing. I doubt Blitz has more. It literally did. You can look at the player count numbers when you're in the garage. It tells you. Not now. There's more people on PC now, but it told you how many people are on the server. There was less people on PC than there were Blitz. I just sit here. The thing I need to do is I don't want them to make pushes, right? I don't want them to make aggressions. Bro, why is my 30B here? Yeah, good job, 30B. Brother. Oh my god. And now there's a tank on my rear. Amazing. It's a Rheinmetall Panzerwagen. Oh, good. Thank you. 183 just nuked that guy. This is where the Kron doesn't feel very good, because the gun on the Kron is so heavily dependent on RNG half the time. Bruh. And its shell velocity is really bad, as we can see. Well, I've done 800 damage. I haven't bled anything, so it's not necessarily a problem. It's just my team is bleeding. Look, like, why are we pushing up, guys? They have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 tanks there, and you're driving into them. Why are we making this play? It's not a good play. We need to hold, dude. So now I need to move up to support these guys or they're going to die. But the problem is when I move up, I'm worried that the 114 and the rest of these guys are going to push up. There's one pen. My 57 is just going to drive right in front of me. There's 2 pens. Good job, 57. It's literally every T-57 heavy driver. Just kills himself for no reason. Bruh. I'm gonna wait for my shells. I find it funny that this chieftain is playing so aggressive, because they don't really have the right to play this aggressive, if that makes sense. Like, they're not winning. Well, we've done 3,400 damage already. Even though the beginning of this game was pretty slow, you can see I waited for my team to make a play before I moved up. And it worked out well. We're doing pretty good so far. There you go. Nice high explosive into the back of the Kron. And we did 3,900 damage. This was almost like a PC game. All right. What was I gonna check? I don't know what I was gonna check. I completely forgot. Oh well. I have 10 plus Argentina accounts. Uh-oh. Did my PC just die? No. Oh, what the heck is going on? Uh-oh. Uh-oh. I loaded up World of Tanks PC to see how many people are on it, and my computer's like dying right now. Huh. My monitor just shut off. Brother. Why? What do you mean? Okay, it's back. Oh. Oh, my... Maybe I shouldn't have loaded up PC at the same time. Oh. It's because the game's full screened. That's why. Oh, God. Oh, God. Guys, my computer is dying. Oh, my God. It's dying. I need to unfull screen the game. One sec. I need to unfull screen it. Settings. Graphics. Full screen, there you go. Windowed borderless, apply. Okay, that'll solve the problem. When you have two separate size monitors and you load something up that's full screened, it literally, like, kills your PC. Okay, we're good. There you go. Alright, we're good. We're good. That's funny. I just wanted to see how many people are online on PC right now. Right now, there are 17,000 people online on PC. Okay, there you go. I don't know how many were on before the update, but that's how many are on right now. Blitz has 6,000 people, so it's about not a fourth, a little bit less. It's like 30% less, or 60% less players on Blitz right now. But World of Tanks 2.0 just got released, so if you have that, I think usually there was only about 10k players on PC. So, it's not an insane amount of people, to be honest. Okay, I need to resize the game. Yeah. Either way, I'm not really going to argue this. PC, if they don't change the problems behind it, will die. +2, -2 still exists. It's better, but it still exists for some reason. Okay, I need to stop this from running. Now I can start loading this up. Like always, donations are welcome but not necessary, indubitably. Alright, we're loading it back up. Droodles, why do you not play ranked? You've asked me that a few times, you poobler. I don't play ranked because it's just not as fun. And it doesn't give you any stats. Okay. Here we go. Alright, we're good. Alright, I'm not going to talk about PC anymore. I don't care about it. It's a dying game. Let's move on. Back to Blitz. I swear your veins and forearms are getting bigger each stream. Oh yeah, look at that. Oh yeah. Hicks changing his profile picture daily. That's commitment. Yeah, Hicks does change his profile picture a lot. Alex Screwdriver. It's an interesting name. Is Blitz a dying game? We'll see. I can't say yet because, yeah, let's just use my reactive and poke the VK. Oh, well, maybe it was a waste of my reactive. Yeah, it definitely was a waste of my reactive. Yo guys, autoloaders are good for the game. Full health super heavy dead in less than 40 seconds. Obviously he's a bad player, but like the fact that I can take that tank out is insane. Alright, we need to move up. Alright guys, let's see how much I can take off this badger. Oh, great. What is that? I don't have a choice. I need to back up. What the heck? Why are they all back there? I was going to get behind the 217 Badger and HE clip him, but I did not want to get shot by all of that back there. 2 clips are already up to 3K, by the way. Okay. Let's reload. Well, I guess in retrospect, I should have HE clipped him, but it's better safe than sorry. Forge did scare off of the player base originally, but it's changed so much it might end up. Yeah, I think it's going to be better than worse. There's the Buiska Wika. Let's just put on my reactive, and, well, that's crazy. Well, he won't die now because of that. It's just my luck, dude. Well, I guess he does die. What was your opinion of the new update? What, the one that we just had, or Reforged? God, the 50B is just so dumb. Is there an autoloader that reloads whole clip after shooting all shells? Isn't this... What? Isn't that every autoloader? What? I'm so confused by that comment. Pretty good game. 4,600 damage. Not bad at all. Alright, what are we playing in? Finally got to face off against you when he was tuning with Cat. When I was tuning with Cat? Oh. Oh. I think that was the last donation. Yes, indeed it was. Alright, I'll do one last game. If there's any donations after this, as usual, we'll keep going. If not, we're going to end it off here. I'm going to play in... You know what? I'll do the Buiska Wika. Happy birthday, Tonto. You're from Perth. Perth, Australia. Instead of waiting for you to get your shells, to get back one after another. It goes all back at once. Yeah, that's autoloaders. I don't understand what you mean. There's autoloaders, which reload all of their shells at once, and then auto reloaders, which reload one at a time. You're confusing me, you poob. There's only a few auto reloaders in the game. How would I balance the 30B? I'd just give it a little more DPM. Problem solved. Nice. I didn't get spotted. Wow. They have 2 mediums spotted on the other side. They only have 1 heavy. I'm gonna move up. I need to. Our team has too many tanks here to be playing too passive. There you go, 800 into the yo. Okay. There's a nice 624. Alright, there's the gonk. This yo is a serious problem. Oh, never mind. He killed himself. Shouldn't have poked it, dude. You should have waited. $450, not bad. We're already up to 2,700 damage. Now if we get within 50 meters, or not. Alright, nice. Freaking crazy, dude. Crazy. Wow. Wow. Cannot believe that. Please kill him. I cannot believe that. That 183 just hit that. It's fine. I'm alive. I just can't believe that. After my shell misses, he gets away with that. Wow. But we did fine. We did 3,900 damage. The gun on this tank is super dangerous. It's just, it falls apart quickly when your RNG doesn't like you. Poob equals noob? No, nobody knows what poob means. Samwa. Alright, we got one more game, guys. Oh, I clicked on mediums.
Donated $1.99 through Super Chat.
The heck? There you go. Samua. Find auto reloaders better. Oh no, they are better. Image shift to be as 4 shells after shooting all of them reloads for 21 seconds, right? But if you shoot 2, for example, you still need to press reload. Yes. Auto reloaders reload each shell individually. Okay. You didn't do the Hori? Was there a donation for the Hori? I don't think there was. What is the meaning to poob? Of poob? To drop, fall down from a height. Poob? What am I reading? Correct is Bliskavica. Nah, I'm doing Bliskavica. Bliskavica. Bum 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 bum. Bum 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 bum. I like standard B. Yeah, standard B is on an auto reloader. The re in auto reloader means that you reload shells. Goodbye. This is an auto loader. That's why the bulldog is no longer in the game. I don't think that KV3 will pen me. The weak point of this tank is the turret, so as long as you hide the turret, you should be okay. Man, that guy's wow, he's getting nuked. Okay, there's one pen. I'm not really sure why this G-Sor is YOLOing. Okay, good job. Alright, guys, you only got a couple tanks left to go. As I said, this will be the last game on live stream. Is what I'm asking. Is there like a combination of the two? I don't understand how you could make a combination of the two. It would only be one way or the other, to my understanding. But no, there's no such thing. There's one tank on PC, which is a tier 10 French. It's like the Boschation, but a tier 11. And it has kind of that mechanic where you can shoot it like an autoloader, but then you can reload the shells like an auto reloader. But I still consider it just to be an auto reloader at that point. The K2 looked like they were going right over here, and indeed they are. There's one pen, and two pens. The thing about the K2 is, while its armor is good, it's not necessarily hard to deal with. However, the Luva... really? The Emil hits me? That's crazy. Okay, we get a bounce. Okay, we get 2 bounces. Nice. We're doing alright. It's just such a long reload. One, 2, 3. You guys got to stop shooting my hull. As I told you guys, look at all the bounces on my upper plate. The hull armor of this tank is the strong point. The turret is the weak point. Nobody is shooting me in the turret, and that's where they have to shoot me if they want a pen. But God, is this thing's reload forever. There you go. 1 easy pen. 2 easy pens. Let's load a gold shell to guarantee that one. This is a pretty good game to finish the stream off on. 4,500 damage, 3,300 block. That's the most shells I've ever seen somebody fire at the upper plate of my Sama. Like, you'd think they'd learn after the couple first shells, but 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 shells later, they never learned. The DPM is bad. I mean, honestly, just fork, the DPM on the Sama isn't bad. It's just what happens when you have a high alpha clip, right? I mean, it does 930 damage in a clip. The DPM, I think, is around 1900, if I'm not mistaken. Yeah, it's fine. It's the same as any other tier 8 heavy. It's just you're dealing a lot of damage, so it takes a lot of time to get the shells back. Either way, hopefully you enjoyed today's stream. If you want to see more content like this, make sure to smash that subscribe button down below. And thank you very much for the donations, everybody, even nameless. Even though we donated for some Kringler tanks. I'll see you all in the next one. Bye-bye.
Kevin Durant donated $2 Canadian through Super Chat. Bisonte in Big Boss mode.